Good evening, everyone. Carrie asked me to post a quick video about the incident that happened earlier this evening with, actually earlier today, with California Highway Patrol. Early this afternoon, Wendy was assaulted by a CHP officer. I was aware that they were trying to reach a supervisor prior to me leaving. But I left the site, and approximately half hour later, I was given a call and asked to come back. I went back to the site. CHP, Lieutenant King, I believe his name was there. Upon my arrival, they asked me to step over to one of the CHP vehicles, which I did. Then they asked me to go into basically a recollection of the event as it happened. So this is basically, in a nutshell, what I had told California Highway Patrol had happened. Even though they stopped me twice during the attempt. I told him that when I arrived, and he told me, because I want to know what happened, because you saw what happened with one of my officers and the individual, correct? I said, yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I said, upon my arrival, I stood at the head of the driveway, the closest part to the street, short of actually being on the street. I said, upon that, I saw a Sgt Helm's grab the young lady by the arm. I said I did not know how much pressure was applied because it wasn't me who was experiencing the pressure. And I saw him walk her approximately 3 to 4 feet away from where she currently was. He said, well, what were they talking about? I said, she told Sgt Helm that she was a friend of the homeowner and that had permission to be on the property, and he was pretty much not interested. I said, that was worded nicely. He then had me walk around his patrol unit, between his patrol unit and the neighbors across the street's yard. He goes, okay. He goes, I am going to give you permission to touch me. And of course, I thought that was a setup. Because who just gives permission to touch a police officer just out of the blue like that? We walked around, he goes, I want you to tell me how close they were. So I got approximately a foot, maybe a little bit less. No, closer to like 6 inches away from him. It's approximately here. He was, okay, next, what's next? I said that, I saw him reach out and grab her by the arm. He goes, well, wait. He goes, did the officer say to step back or to move? I said, not that I heard. I said, he may have. I said, but I did not hear it. Which, even thinking about it now, I do not recall him saying it. I said, when he applied pressure and moved her, I said she had lost balance. I said she actually stepped back because her balance was thrown off. He goes, well, was she moving towards the officer? I said, no, she was stationary. She never made an aggressive move towards me. I said, no, sir, she did not. He then had me grab him by the bicep. He goes, well, I want you to do it about how rough, about how hard. I said, sir, I wouldn't know that. I said, it wasn't me who the pressure was applied to. They said, okay. He goes, well, what was next? He goes, did he shove her? Did he push her? Did he throw her? And I said, again, sir, I was not the one who would receive the push or shove. I said, I can only tell you what I observed. I said, it appeared to me to be a cross between a a gentle push and a throw. So I said it caused her to step backwards. I see that walked her approximately 4 feet and gave her to a Officer Carter, who was a black officer who had a very, very big issue about being called a servant, which of course I did kind of aggravate a little bit. I did ask him, well, I thought you were a civil and public servant. And of course I went on that all day. That was my word for the day, was servant. I said that, he said, well, was the push inappropriate? And I said, sir, I said, honestly, truthfully, she's what, 110 pounds, if that? I said, she was not a threat. I told him, I said, if you got pulled over by an officer and you were not in uniform, I said, you would expect a certain standard of professionalism, correct? And he was, oh, of course. I said, well, that was not fair. I said, that level of professionalism was not currently there during the event. He went over this event approximately 4 or 5 times. When he had me to grab him, I thought he was, he said he wasn't, certainly he was all right, but in a certain way he wasn't, because there wasn't an interview. It was a cross between an interview and an interrogation. When he had me grab him, I had him say out loud that I had permission to do it, because I really didn't need the potential hassle that was going on. Upon the completion of my interview, at the time I was unaware, but I was told that because of my testimony, they were originally, by the sounds of it, going to arrest the young lady, but because of the fact that I had told them what had happened, and the officer did thank me for my integrity, but they just pretty much let her go. Of course, I should have kind of told them this. The young lady, when I spoke with them, of course they took to stand that she was being detained because she was not obeying by a lawful order, which is just standard nonsense. We're covering our own butt. They told her that, she's lucky she wasn't arrested. The officer could have, and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, just standard nonsense where they cover their own butt. Upon the completion of that, they came over and gave her a ticket from CDFA for violation of a quarantine zone, which is the first one on me, because once they basically enforced the quarantine zone, she never violated the boundary that was set forth, as the California Highway Patrol officers had basically formed a impenetrable wall short of actually walking into them. What need be noted is the CHP officer in question is a Sgt Helms. When the young lady had contacted 911 and asked for a supervisor to come out, he attempted to write his own report. And I asked, how is that exactly appropriate? You're being basically charged with an unlawful or unprofessional conduct, and you're going to write your own report? That makes no sense to me. It still didn't make any sense to me how he had tried to play it off as he was going to write his own. Shortly before I left, I had asked how that was legitimate. I was told it wasn't. She did ask for supervisor numerous times before the lieutenant actually arrived. I had actually left prior to his arrival. I guess that's really about it. That was the whole incident with California Highway Patrol earlier this afternoon. I apologize to the young lady for what she had gone through. It was unnecessary and uncalled for. Like I said, she was a very petite young lady that did not need to go through what she went through. It's almost midnight this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to go to bed. I hope you all have a blessed evening and a blessed morning wherever you may be. Keep yourself safe, keep your animals safe, and God bless.